The moment your heart stops, your brain doesn't shut down. It spikes into its most powerful state. In a dark hospital room, a heartbeat monitor goes flat while a body lies completely still. But inside the brain, something is still firing. Scientists expected silence at death. Instead, they recorded something closer to an explosion of activity. In 2013, researchers at the University of Michigan connected electrodes to a rat's brain inside a laboratory experiment. They wanted to measure the exact moment life ends. As the heart stopped, the brain surged with intense electrical signals. The activity was stronger than deep sleep and even stronger than normal waking consciousness. For a few seconds, the brain entered a state of extreme synchronization. Multiple regions fired together in a way rarely seen during life. This wasn't random noise. It looked structured, almost like the brain was doing something specific. The brain didn't fade out. It peaked at the very end. Years later, patients brought back from clinical death described something disturbingly similar. Their experiences matched in ways that were hard to ignore. Many described floating above their bodies, watching doctors move under bright surgical lights. They could see details from angles that shouldn't exist. Some reported hearing conversations while their bodies were completely unresponsive, moments they later described accurately. Others described moving through a dark tunnel toward a distant bright light. The feeling wasn't chaotic. It was controlled. The light felt real, not imagined, not blurry, but precise and intense. Some people described reaching a point where they felt they couldn't go any further, like something was stopping them. Others described seeing familiar faces in that space, people they had known, standing in a place that didn't feel physical. Scientists first explained these experiences as hallucinations caused by oxygen loss or stress, but the patterns didn't fully match that explanation because the experiences were too consistent, too structured, too detailed. What if the brain isn't shutting down, but switching into a final mode? Another theory suggests that in the last moments the brain replays memories at extreme speed, not slowly, but all at once. Moments from childhood, faces, voices, and places flash through the mind in rapid sequence. A lifetime compressed into seconds. Some researchers believe this replay happens in reverse order, like a film rewinding faster and faster. Recent memories appear first, then older ones, then deeper memories from earlier in life. Images overlap, emotions intensify, and perception becomes unstable. The brain creates an internal experience beyond normal reality. In one recorded case, brain activity before death showed patterns similar to dreaming, memory recall, and deep concentration, all at the same time. This suggests the brain might be combining multiple states into one final experience. At the same time, powerful chemicals are released inside the brain under extreme conditions. One of them is DMT. DMT is known to create intense visual and sensory experiences. In controlled studies, people describe it as more real than reality. Colors become sharper. Time feels different. Space doesn't behave normally. If the brain releases even a small amount of it at death, it could completely transform what the mind experiences in those final seconds. Every memory becomes vivid, every image becomes clear, every sensation feels amplified. The electrical surge, the memory replay, and the chemical release may all be happening together, creating a final state that we still don't fully understand. Because if the brain becomes most active when the body stops, then death may not be silent. It may be the most intense moment your brain ever creates. Researchers tried to explain it using probability and biology, but there's still a gap they can't fully close. Why does the activity peak instead of fade? Why do different people describe similar experiences? And why does the brain behave as if it's processing something, not ending? In a silent universe filled with unknowns, one idea continues to surface: that the moment everything ends might not feel like an ending at all. If your brain can generate a complete reality without external input, then what you experience in those final seconds could feel real. Not like a memory, not like a dream, but like something happening. And if all of this happens in just a few seconds, then what we call death may be something we never truly observe from the outside. The next time you think about the final moment, imagine this. Your body stops, but your brain doesn't. It becomes more active than ever. And whatever happens in that moment, you might fully experience it. Subscribe to Lost Signals, because this is only the beginning.